Hello, all my beautiful souls. Welcome back into the Serene Corner, or welcome in if you are new. Hey, girl, it's Serenity. And today I'm going to be filming a very different kind of video and also a new series that I'm going to start. This is a test run, honestly, so I haven't even paid for this subscription yet for StreamYard. I want to see if this is even going to work for what I want to do. But hopefully, this can make my life a lot easier with trying to create this series. And the series that I've been wanting to do for a while now, I'll say I've been wanting to do it for a while, is reacting to trending takes and trending topics. So I think I'm going to call it Trending Takes in the Serene Corner, where you can come on in, sit down in this cozy corner, and we're going to talk about some trending things that are going on and kind of my take on it or my opinion on it. So, and then also not even just my opinion, but I also want to get you guys' opinion and then also the overall public and kind of what the discourse is about the topic. And I have a pretty interesting topic to talk about today to start things off. So let's get right into it. If you're excited for this series, and again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like this video, comment down below your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe for more content from me. And boom. Okay, so TikTok has just been booming lately with so many conversations, think pieces, topics, and it's gotten to the point where now that we're getting think pieces about think pieces. Like that's basically where we're at now on this point. And today I wanted to talk about Jackie Aina, which is one of the biggest creators, OG to YouTube, OG to the content creation baddie game. Like if you know Jackie Aina and if you don't know Jackie Aina, I don't know where you've been. You've had to be online. Like you had to not be online if you don't know who Jackie Aina is. But as of late, she recently just made a video, literally this morning, I believe, when I'm filming this, kind of reacting to a group of individuals on TikTok that create, I would say, think piece type content or reaction based content. And her kind of opinion on that. And so I wanted to get into the background of why she's even making this video, show you guys some of that content, and then show you guys her video and we can kind of react to the language, the cadence, and the video itself, and then kind of the reaction to her video. So let's get into it. So again, grab your drink. I have here in my Black Women Healing cup, I have a matcha latte. Let's dive in. So to begin, I want to kind of give a background on kind of where this video that Jackie posted today even came from, because a lot of people might not know, or and if you don't know or you want to know, this is kind of the background. So let's get into it.
Word on the street, Jackie Aina, huge content creator, beautiful gowns. She's been doing it a long time. She's been successful for over a decade. One of the first Black successful beauty influencer is blocking people for saying congratulations on her marriage. Now, I ain't seen the proof. I don't want to spread rumors, but that's word on the street right here on this app. So apparently, she changed her last name. It was Jackie Aina. She changed it to Jackie something else I can't pronounce. And people are claiming to be writing just congratulations in her comments, and they are getting blocked. I have not seen any proof of this. I don't know if it's true. I have not seen anybody producing receipts that they just said congratulations, and she blocked them. Now, Jackie Aina has been known to throw block parties. She's a block party thrower often. And she makes it clear. If you make a comment that she don't like on her page, she's blocking you. If you make a comment on somebody else's page she don't like, she blocking you. And that's just what it is. So nobody should be shocked. But if it's come down to she's blocking people for asking questions about things that she's done on her page because she is a public figure, it might be time to take a break. We might need to just go ahead and figure some things out. Maybe you tired of people. And maybe you need to go ahead and say, hey, I know this pays your bills, but people get on your nerves that bad. Is it kind of like, okay, well, bitch, I changed my last name, obviously, duh. But, like, you got to know people, that's what they're going to do. They're going to congratulate you. They're going to get in your business. I don't know.
I agree. And I think that this is a great foreshadow video, which also, let me mention the creator that this video is by, because the tag is not there. This is at Champ Bailey, at Champ Bailey. And hopefully I can add some text or add some overlays at some point to figure those out. But this is at Champ Bailey. That's her TikTok account. And I love this creator so much. She just be sitting, telling us what's going on. Like, I love a good think piece. So she made a good point where it's like, of course, when the last name of Jackie was changed, people were commenting on it left and right. And people were alleging that she was blocking people due to that. So I want to just put that out there, that that's kind of where the think pieces and top conversations were coming from. This was like months ago this happened. Okay, so let's get into another one. And this is from the creator. Let me see. Open.
If anyone hasn't noticed, Jackie.
Let me get my creator name here. And this is going to be at Just Nini. At Just Nini. Close this too. And let's hear what she has to say.
Has changed her last name to Dennis's last name. I'm not going to say the last name because I don't want to butcher it. But fans are pissed. They're upset because Jackie is now blocking people who is congratulating her on her marriage. Oh, I see the news that Jackie Aina got married on Twitter. I know y'all don't like her, but she said since her engagement that the public would not know when she actually got married. And that is her prerogative. And some people are saying Jackie Aina is a nutcase. How do you become an influencer and this is your entire job, but blocking people for congratulating you after you changed your last name? It's like she wants the attention, but she hates it at the same time. And the tweets went on and on and on and on. Now, what I can say, two things can be right at the same time. Jackie's life is in the spotlight. She is an influencer, and this is how she makes her money. She's also a businesswoman, but she still is allowed to have some privacy. Now, you changed your name clearly on every platform, so people were gonna notice. Now, maybe she hasn't got married yet. Maybe she's already, signed the paperwork and hasn't had the ceremony. Or maybe she has gotten married and she got some good ass friends that are influencers, because that NDA must have been rock solid. But either way it goes, let's let her have something to herself, okay? Let's let her have something to herself. At the same time, Jackie, I don't think it's right for you to be blocking people that are wishing you the best on your marriage or on your engagement or just being happy. We got to give people a little grace on this app on both sides. So if anyone...
And that's, for the most part, the controversy, right? So the controversy was that Jackie was blocking people that were congratulating her on her engagement. But then it got messier because some of our top, I would say, currently called the Super Five, which I am just, as a PR and social media marketer, I would never want to be grouped into a set of individuals if I grew my content as a solo individual. I really don't like the Super Five take, so I'm not really going to refer to them as that. There is a collective of creators on TikTok, specifically Jamila and Mecca, and I'm not actually even going to pull their direct videos because I don't know if they want those videos to be taken out of context or taken the wrong way. But they were within this conversation of talking about Jackie blocking people or allegedly blocking people during this time of her changing her last name. Specifically, Jamila's post was more so the language of not even really attacking Jackie, more like, you guys know how she is. You guys know how Jackie is. I don't know why you'd be surprised that you were blocked. Then to later go back, and I think she made another video saying that she was blocked, where it's like, oh, I was on your side, Jackie. Like, I was literally defending you. Like, I was saying, I get it. I understand. Like, we should all know how you are. And come to find out, I'm blocked, right? And so that became its whole other big thing. And then Mecca was blocked, and a few of the others in her circle were as well blocked. That is the full breakdown of the situation of what happened. And that was months ago. Now, full circle, we've now had conversations on TikTok of this Super Five, which maybe I should find a video about the Super Five really quick. One moment. Okay, I found another creator. I believe their username is BreeOFCC, which again, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to tag these creators and give them their credit. I will also put all these creators' links to their TikToks down below because I always want to give credit where it's due. And I found this video, and I think she's basically kind of explaining this Super Five. Let's get into it.
I just came across a TikTok that was basically talking about a quote unquote super five and how they basically don't know what they're talking about or whatever the case may be. And I just feel like if you don't like those people on your For You page, why don't you have them blocked? Like, if I don't like someone's content, I'm not gonna keep letting them get on my page. I'm not gonna let them keep going on my For You page. I'm going to block them so I won't be able to see their stuff anymore. Like, y'all are so backwards. Y'all actually do like their content. Y'all are just saying this honestly. Like, I don't know, no shade to y'all. But I just feel like if you don't like to see somebody's content, literally just block them. Like, I don't know, that's what I do. If I do not like seeing a specific person's content, I'm going to block them, or I'm going to keep clicking not interested so those type of stuff don't get popped up on my For You page. But that's just me though. But let it be y'all. Y'all gonna keep let it constantly getting on your For You page. You like to see.
Okay, I feel like she didn't really describe it that well, and I found a video of exactly who are the super five, because let's just name them at this point. Let's just name them. Let's really get into it, right? Okay, this creator's name is Malaysia? Mo? Malaysia? Malashe? Again, I'll have them all tagged in the bottom. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering your username on TikTok, Queen. Keep doing your big one. Okay, and she's gonna break down who is Super Five? Who is this?
There's an individuals team on TikTok that are known as the Super Five. Now, I know there may be questions on who exactly is the Super Five. It all comes down to the type of content that you see on TikTok. Speaking of TikTok, do y'all know they want to get us up out of here? You know, we got 30 minutes. But back to the problem at hand. If you don't want to see certain creators on your FYP, may I add just one suggestion? I don't know. Maybe hitting not interested. You don't have to see them because you have a thing called free will. No one is forcing you to engage with their type of content. So to come on here and make a video about how you don't want to see someone on your FYP, it's clown activity. Like, you are Ronald McDonald. You need to go to Party City and buy yourself a red nose. Now, I did build up my FYP brick by brick. So anything that may pop up on my FYP is because I want it to be there. And if some riffraff do unfortunately just pop up on my FYP, just know it gets handled immediately. And if the Super 5 y'all do see this video, I like y'all on my FYP. Keep doing what y'all doing. Keep making them mad.
Do people not want to name drop? Okay, I'll name drop. Machiavelli, Jamila, Sabrina. Who else? It's another creator that I don't follow. And then maybe what? Deb the Menace or Lavelle? Right. Okay. Like just name it. I don't know why people are naming these in the video. Sorry, guys. So I'm gonna assume that those are the Super Five. Okay. So we're trying to assume now because people just don't want to give us the direct answer. All right. Let's move forward. Now let's get into Jackie's videos. Because again, all of this I had to lay kind of the groundwork of for you to understand why she made this video. This is another great reminder in just media literacy, which I believe Mecca and Jamila are PR individuals. Like, they either have degrees in that, or they have background in that, or they do that for a living, which is great. By no means am I saying that they're not good at that, but this is definitely a great lesson in PR management slightly in terms of engaging with other creators. Again, I'm not really a big fan of the idea of an entire Super Five where I'm associated with a clique of individuals. When I make individual content, like, I have my own personal account. I don't have a Super Five account. So I don't love that. And we haven't seen that often, where suddenly people create an entire clique of people and name them something, even though those people make individual content. Very interesting. But neither here nor there. I believe this is a great lesson in media literacy in certain regards, especially just cadence when talking about other creators, especially a big creator like Jackie Aina. I feel like there were a few mistakes made on Jamila's part with how she did handle things months ago, now that we hear maybe what's happening now. So let's go ahead and watch Jackie's video. I might interject at some points because it is a longer video, but let's hear what Jackie has to say now and today, because this morning she has dropped this video.
Discourse on here. Most times I do not participate because Why would I? But currently, discourse taking place about a group of TikTok creators that I personally have had like not great experiences with. And it like recently dawned on me that like all of these creators are friends. And from what I've seen, the general discourse around these specific creators is that basically they give bully. Now, I am not a fan of dogpiling on creators because I understand how it feels to be dogpiled on. And even if I'm not,
she's saying that she doesn't want to dogpile, but with her large audience, people are going to inevitably think that making this video is inherently dogpiling because she's a big creator. I just want to put, I just want to be a devil's advocate for both sides here. Like, I'm not picking a side, but I do want to note for Jackie that you're saying you don't like to participate in dogpiling, but inevitably, because of your huge platform, you're going to be allowing and enabling a dogpile situation to occur for these creators because you're just one of the biggest creators out there. Truly, like, let's clock it. Jackie's one of the biggest creators out there. So I did want to point that out. And I've already been seeing people say that in the comments where it's like, you say you don't want like dogpiling, but yet you're essentially doing that, whether that's your intention or not. But in Jackie's defense, every person's entitled to their opinion and utilizing their platform in whatever way that they please. And also, if she has felt attacked and hasn't had an opportunity to voice her story or voice her side, everyone's entitled to that. So take that as you will.
I'm not a fan of someone or their content. I never want to be a contributing factor to that. However, because I have a lot of followers, I do feel like I'm oftentimes like unfairly held to a higher standard. And that reason alone really keeps me from being candid and sharing a lot of, I would say, like vulnerable experiences as a creator. So as you may or may not know, because most of y'all don't let me forget it, a couple months ago, y'all dragged me for filth, accusing me of blocking people because they were congratulating. Like, I laugh because it's so stupid. Like, before we even move past that, I need y'all to start, for those of y'all that still are like talking about that, because there's a lot of y'all that still like to talk about that. That never happened. I need to hold your hand. Hold on. I'm going to hold your hand gently before we move on for the rest of the story and remind you that that quite literally never happened, just so we're clear. So basically,
and there we have it. That's why I had to show the before of what people were alleging that Jackie was doing to the now. She's saying to date, and she never spoke on it when all the things were happening, when people were making all those posts I just showed you about her mass blocking fans during that time. She's here to tell you guys that's not the case. That's not the case. And probably what she's saying and not saying is if you were blocked, it was for a reason, and it wasn't specifically in that moment. She blocked people regularly. Let's keep going.
Basically, I was accused of going on a mass blocking spree. There was one particular creator that was in this group that's currently being discussed right now. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I could not tell you this lady's name. The only thing I know about her is that she has light skin and she kind of looks like Taraji P. Henson. Do whatever with that information that you will. She basically told her audience that I blocked her after she made a video defending me. She had, I guess, defended me, like basically said something along the lines of like, know how Jackie get down? Like, that's just who she is. Da, 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 da. And then came back to her platform and said, Jackie blocked me. I was defending her. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Well, I know y'all know who I'm talking about because there was like a few people when this all circulated that were particularly louder about this whole Jackie Aina blocked me situation. That never happened. But I digress. Now, what that creator failed to tell y'all was that, yeah, I blocked her 3 months before that exchange. I'm laughing now.
And that is why I just said before watching this that I feel as though in the past when Jamila first spoke on this, it was ill-willed. Not ill-willed by her intention, but it didn't give what it needed to give in that moment because from her point of view, like Jamila's point of view, it makes sense to, especially as like a PR, viral moment or clickable, definitely going to be, people are going to want to see that and click on that and hear that, and it's going to get engagement. I definitely see that as an opportunity to get engagement. And not that she was looking for an opportunity, but again, she probably just acted emotionally where she saw it and was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm blocked by this lady, but maybe just didn't already catch that she's been blocked, right? And so instead of positioning it in her video where it's like, oh, I mean, Jackie Aina blocked me. Oh my God, it's on your side. Da, da, da. She could have just positioned it where it's like, I mean, I don't know if you've been having me blocked, but all I'm saying is once I saw that, after speaking on you, I was on your side. Why am I blocked, girl? But that really wasn't the position. The post was more so literally her saying, after supporting her for mass blocking people, even though Jackie's telling us right now she was not doing that. She was supporting her and then she gets blocked for that. That is not true. That is not true. Whether that be how you felt about it, Jamila, that doesn't make it fact, doesn't make it the truth. So that's kind of where I feel like if anything, Jamila can just hold accountability and space for that at least she was wrong about that. And maybe just jump to making her video in a tone that just, wasn't in the right climate for what actually happened, especially if you did not know when this girl blocked you, Let's keep going. Oh.
Talking about that, because there's a lot of y'all that still like to talk about that. Mass blocking spree. There was one particular creator that was in this group that's currently being discussed right now. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I could not tell you this lady's name. The only thing I know about her is that she has light skin and she kind of looks like Taraji P. Henson. Do whatever with that information that you will. She basically told her audience that I blocked her after she made a video defending me. She had, I guess, defended me, like basically said something along the lines of like, know how Jackie get down? Like, that's just who she is. Da, 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 da. And then came back to her platform and said, Jackie blocked me. I was defending her. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Well, I know y'all know who I'm talking about because there was like a few people when this all circulated that were particularly louder about this whole Jackie Aina blocked me situation. That never happened. But I digress. Now, what that creator failed to tell y'all was that, yeah, I blocked her 3 months before that exchange. I'm laughing now, but it's really not actually funny. She would come up on my timeline and she was commentary. I would occasionally engage with the content, scroll on, keep it pushing until I saw something that I didn't like. It was definitely something about me specifically. She was making fun of me. Like there's really no other way to say it. And I blocked her. So I want you guys to just follow what I'm saying because I don't know if you've picked up on like what I'm implying. This creator, in the midst of me getting obliterated for going on a alleged mass blocking spree, in order to give legitimacy to this, she made a video defending me and told her audience I blocked her in response to that, but failed to tell y'all that she had already been blocked for months. Do you see what? And I know that a lot of you guys are not gonna like that I'm saying this, but if you know the creator that I'm talking about, understanding what she looks like, how she's gonna be perceived, and then looking at me and how I'm most times typically perceived. The moment a woman like her says, Jackie Aina, the big scary, she blocked me, y'all. Like I was so nice to her, she blocked me. Can you believe it? God, she blocked me. You knew that that was gonna be believable coming from you, and you posted that content anyway. You knew it would do numbers. I don't know. I just find that particular method of like handling your platform kind of cruel. And this was also the same.
And I would say Jackie's valid for that opinion. That's why I said it almost looks ill-intentioned with that now this information that we have, right? And again, that's probably not Jamila's intention at all. She makes very, I would not say lighthearted content, but she just talks in a way, in a very banter. Like banter is exactly how I would describe a lot of like her and Mecca Belly's content, where it's very like they're talking about important things, they're bantering and talking shit throughout the entire way, right? And that's nothing wrong with that. Do your big one, sis. But there are consequences to that when one, things aren't fully factual in what you're saying. So if it's not the facts and you're trying to speak on something to make it fact when that's fiction, that's never going to reign well long term. And then two, it's just more, I understand making content palatable, but at a certain time, sometimes it sacrifices the perception of someone else that you're making the video about, right? So for example, Jackie, she sees content that you're posting about her and she's perceiving it in a certain way. And as well as she knows she blocked you months ago, not because of this situation, she's probably going to feel some kind of way about you taking this moment of her being platformed for in a negative light as an opportunity. Like that's when people are like, oh, you're an opportunist. So it's a thin line to walk. And that's why you should just be very careful with the kind of content that you're making when it's about another individual specifically. That's why even me, I'm trying to walk the thin line of, I understand probably Jamila's intentions were not that, and that their content is not intentionally trying to target or downplay or attack another creator, but inevitably it kind of did. Like intention's one thing, but impact is another. So when your intention was to just say, oh, she blocked me, and like I didn't do anything wrong to her, when the impact of it is now people are painting Jackie Aina in even more of a light that they maybe already saw her in or want to see her in, when in reality she's blocked you months ago. It had nothing to do with that situation. So, and really, what was that post that she blocked you from originally? Because maybe there's more to talk about within that conversation that we're not even seeing yet, you know? So walking the tightrope there, but I definitely understand Jackie's point of view in terms of how it's going to look with Jamila coming to the forefront in a moment when she's already being like bashed at the mass. So valid.
Lady who had no problem like making jokes about me and age shaming me when I was talking about the auntie discourse. Now, I know a lot of people really don't understand. Like, if you've never been adultified as a young girl or parentified really young, you're not gonna get why I have really visceral reactions to like showing up online as everybody's mom and auntie. Like, it's just not for me. I was really vulnerable when I shared the reasons why I no longer aligned with being talked to about that. I feel like it really humanized me, you know? And honestly, I don't even think I really needed to share that information. I really didn't. And this same particular creator, not only her, but another girl in the same little friend group that y'all are discussing right now, basically just made videos making fun of it. Like, I don't know, like like literally age shaming me and making fun of it. I think it's a little bit weird that.
Okay, I remember this slightly. You guys in the comments can catch me up a little bit more in depth on this auntie situation. But again, I do follow Machiavelli. I follow Jamila. I love their content. Again, love their content. And I do remember the auntie conversation. And I don't remember it stemming directly from Jackie. I believe this is like a discourse in general where, you know, how topics flow and grow on TikTok, right? And the conversation of the auntie conversation where it's like aunties need to kind of stay in their lane and do their own thing. I remember a few joke videos, so I'm not going to get too specific if I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember that discourse happening. But again, I guess in my perspective, I didn't see it as really attacking any specific creator. I feel like they were just more like playing jokes on the topic of mind your fucking business, like mind your business aunties, you know? So yeah, I wasn't really there for that, but I see that again, from stepping into Jackie's shoes, she's now painting this or having an experience with these people through multiple different contexts, right? So it's not just about this one time with her changing her last name and then she went on a mass blocking spree to all these creators. No, there's multiple situations, like how she said in the beginning, that she's experienced these creators in a negative light. And kind of that's what you get for when it comes to Jamila and Mecca with the kind of content that they make. And so either people are going to understand that kind of cadence and that humor and that banter, or they're not. And Jackie might not be one of those people to understand that kind of, and not understand. I think she understands it, but it's still going to impact her. Because again, your intention could be lighthearted, your intention could be funny, but the impact of how it affects someone else, you can't control that. And also, even if it doesn't go the way that you think it is, your impact should be something that you care about, right? So I definitely think that Jamila's going to have to say something. Machiavelli is going to have to say something about this, because if their intentions were not that, doesn't matter. The impact is there. Someone has been impacted, so you should definitely speak on that. But I won't be surprised if the way they answer back is not really what Jackie wants to hear. Like maybe what the people want to hear, because they have very cult following. So a lot of people are going to take what Jackie's saying with a grain of salt. They're also not going to allow Jackie the space to really speak because she has such a big platform. So doing this, again, how I said earlier, inevitably dogpiling on them as well, which I just think is a little bit unfair, because if you can dish it, you should be able to take it, regardless of how big the platform is. Like they talk about even bigger celebrities. So, you know, that's kind of the game you're playing when you want to go up to bat and talk about people that have large platforms. They should be able to utilize those platforms to discuss what's going on as well, too. Everyone should. So, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap up Jackie's video.
There's always this layer of like everybody online is fake, no one's real anymore. But the moment I really open up and I shared something really vulnerable, and to have like a group of creators just like make fun of that, I just need to remind other adults, when you don't have a rapport with someone, the joke, like when there's no like level of community, or if you have never supported this person before, then you turn on your camera to make fun of them when they're being like really vulnerable, the joke's not gonna be funny. Like, it's just, I think as adults, we all understand like how relationships work. And if there isn't one, then you're gonna get blocked. Like the other creator that's in this group saying that I blocked her in response to her saying that my perfume bottles were ugly. And I don't know what she's talking about. Never saw that piece of content. But you told on yourself. Don't know what you're talking about. I block you for other reasons. The content creators who just come up on here and yap like serial yapper, and it's like a new flavor of the week. I feel like the quality in the content lacks when you always just want to talk about anyone and everyone all the time. And like I said, it just recently dawned on me that there's just like a clique of creators on this app that I've had negative experiences with, and they're all friends. So it's like, okay, now it makes sense. There's other creators that I've never interacted with that I know of that have me blocked that are in this said clique. And I'm like, isn't that what y'all criticize me? Okay. Whenever I've seen them make videos about me specifically, they usually don't outright say negative things. They tend to do a lot of dog whistling. So what they like to do is say just enough to like get their audiences to kind of like do the shit talking for them. And their entire comment section just basically turns into an environment shitting on me. I personally don't respect that. So the question is whether or not these creators are bullies. I mean, I personally don't know. Like, I don't know what else you would call that, because some of the creators in this particular group have made several, and I mean like several different types of videos about me and have fostered these comment sections to just basically have people go in on me. I don't know. If that's not.
Now, I don't know if we can classify this as bullying. Like, because again, I don't really know. I don't like that buzzword. Like, well, not buzzword. Like, I don't really know if I like that choice of words by her. But also, I just feel like Jackie's entitled to her feelings. Like, if she feels that way, but she's more saying, what do I call it? I'm not really sure. If anything, I just feel like it's poor content creation, just a slightly poor choice of words. And also, but Jackie, I will say, kind of comes in the territory of being one of the top, one of the best. And she knows that. I think I don't need to tell her that. Hey, Jackie girl, I don't need to tell her that. She knows. Kind of comes with the territory. Whenever you move, if your name inevitably gets reach, it gets views, it gets engagement. So I'm not surprised that they've utilized that in multiple ways in their content, because they talk about they talk about viral stuff to go viral. That's literally how they've built their platforms and their content, is talking about viral people, conversations, topics, and situations. So not surprised by that. Would I call it bullying specifically to Jackie? No, because they've done way worse to other creators. But I think she's entitled to her feelings. And overall, I feel like they just didn't think through a lot of the content that they made with Jackie specifically. And they probably know that. Again, when Jamila does her response, she'll handle it just fine. Again, they are PR trained. So I'm not going to be surprised by the reaction or response from Mecca and Jamila. It'll probably be very well thought out. And I don't think I'm going to finish the rest of Jackie's video here, because Jamila did make a video. And of course, I don't know how it feels or the taste in my mouth about her promoting her podcast during this, where it's like, I'll discuss all of this on my podcast, because you're literally, again, using Jackie Aina for views yet again and clicks, which do what you got to do, make that coin, make that bag. But I'm like, just say what you got to say. I don't really want to have to go to another platform of yours, especially if it's someone that's more a Jackie supporter. I don't know. Don't know how I felt about that, but again, she's in PR, they're in marketing, so not surprised they're going to try to funnel this traffic to somewhere else. Let's see what Jamila had to say, because she did post a video.
Well, this is awkward. Yes, I've seen the video made by Jackie Aina. Yes, I will be responding. There was an 8-minute video made about me. So please forgive me if I don't rush to make a response on TikTok. I think that's irresponsible. And I'm not going to take that irresponsible route. I'm going to take my time to make sure I address every single statement made in it.
Wait. My initial authentic reaction, Jamila, I love you, girl. But if it's irresponsible for you to jump on TikTok and respond to her saying something about you, it was irresponsible for you to jump on when you thought she blocked you during the last name situation. I have to be objective here, because again, love you. Like, I watch you guys' content more than I watch Jackie's content. But I gotta say, like, right when I seen that, I'm like, or heard that just now, because I've not listened to this video just yet. I should note that I've not listened to Jamila's this video I'm about to play. But girl, it was irresponsible for you to make that video thinking that she blocked you off the situation when she had blocked you months ago. Oh gosh. Okay, let's keep going.
in that video about me, and it'll be released on our podcast. We'll be recording that in about 30 minutes or so. And I know a few of you are like, well, why are you guys doing it on the podcast? It was on TikTok. Keep it on TikTok. Well, you have to understand TikTok only gives me 10 minutes, and I don't know how long I'm going to talk. I'm a little bit long-winded. And I know you're probably thinking, I mean, if it was on TikTok, respond on TikTok, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, when you're the person that's being talked about, then you can decide how you would like to respond. So that's what I'm going to do. But I do want to put some things in perspective, because obviously conversations have been had consistently on this app for a couple weeks now about Super 5, the Avengers, the clique and all that. I want to address that really, really quickly, because that's also being taken on a whole other ride. First things first, me and Mecca have been friends for 10 years, okay? We do not know each other because of TikTok. As a matter of fact, by the time we met, TikTok wasn't even a thing. I'm mutuals with a lot of other creators on this app. A lot of really big creators. Love them all. However, there is a select group of creators that I know personally now, because we were all awarded the opportunity to be ambassadors at the One Music Fest. Because we were all there together, yes, we did create a group chat. Yes, we did kind of grow close together because we were together for 3 straight days. That's it. That's it. We don't get in our group chat and discuss what topics we're going to talk about on this app. We don't engage in dogpiling or bullying, as a lot of people suggest. As a matter of fact, we don't even be knowing what the fuck is going on TikTok until it explodes. The only time that group chat really gets popping is when everybody is talking about us out of nowhere. To give a think piece on why you hate think pieces is a little bit counterproductive. I've seen all of the videos, and I think that it's very disingenuous. If you don't like our content, that's one thing. But to lie and say that we all make the same content and we regurgitate the same talking points, we can't let that slide. That don't happen. Anybody that gets on this app and says Jamila makes content about messy TikTok drama and that's how she got popping, doesn't know Jamila at all. You can scroll on my page and see the type of content I make. I'm infamous for not having a niche because I talk about everything, whether it's pop culture, politics, gender, colorism, wealth class inequality, all of those things. But I also get on here and make a fool out of myself because I'm a comedian by trade. I went to school for film, so you'll see a lot of skits on my page as well. I really don't understand the point of getting upset that creators are finding commonalities in each other and becoming friends outside of the app. I really, truly don't understand the issue there. Now there's a narrative going around that I am a mean girl and that I engage in bullying, online dogpiling activity. Again, please show me where. I rarely even...
Yikes. The where is in your comment section, girl. So, I don't know. I definitely want to hear you guys' reactions on her reaction. I definitely do agree, especially for Jamila. I'm not going to talk much about Mecca because Mecca, I don't think she really does like the comedic relief content. But I will give Jamila her coins. She's been on YouTube a long time making like skits. So she's had a lot of viral content that people don't know is her. So that is very true, where she does have different types of content. But I will say the content that primarily blew her account up was her think pieces, was her just talking ish. And so for majority of especially audience and viewership, most people don't know that side of her. That's why I went a viral clip of her recently on TikTok, or not, maybe within this year, of like a play or a skit that she did went viral and people didn't even know it was her. And then she showed a bunch of different clips that she's been doing that. Like she's been doing, it was like since Michael Jackson, like where she like dressed up as him or something like that, right? No one even knew that content of yours existed because a lot of people only knew you for sitting and talking. So I don't know. And then again, if you want to use your podcast to platform this conversation, you're just going to lose a lot of that percentage of viewership, people that actually are currently doing the talking. Because again, you're saying that people are now dogpiling you, calling you a mean girl, calling you a bully and XYZ. You should be addressing that on the platform that people are calling you that. Because a lot of those people, especially the haters, are not going to take time out of their day to go watch your podcast. I'm not even a hater, and I'm sorry, but I'm probably not going to follow up to watch the podcast to figure out more about what's going on. I'm not. I'm just too busy. But interesting. Overall, this video is very PR. It's good. Good video. She handled it well. Obviously, again, she's going to go on her podcast. If you guys want me to watch the podcast, I guess, of her them discussing this, I can. But But that's what's happening with Jamila and Jackie Aina. Let's see if she closes out with anything else, and then we'll wrap this video up.
Even engage when people are coming at me because I just don't care. And even when I do confront people for coming at me unprovoked, mind you, I always add a joke in there because I don't ever want people to come to my page and feel like it's too stuffy and too serious. But yeah, just wanted to get on here and say that really quick. I'm about to go ahead and record this special episode of Unhinged and More podcast. So make sure y'all are subscribed. I will be discussing the Jackie video in full detail, and of course giving my full official response there. If you guys have any other questions, comments, or concern, keep it to yourself. Don't care.
Oh, why does she have to wrap this up saying she don't care? I can't stand people on the internet say they don't care. That's just my own personal opinion. I do not like when creators come to the platform, especially to the people that built up their platform, to say I don't care about what you have to say, when what people had to say is what built your platform. I don't know. So that on that. Overall, I'm gonna still be watching Jamila's content, still gonna be watching Mecca's content. I guess I watch the Super Five, so I'll keep watching that. Jackie Aina, I mean, I watch her content too, but it doesn't come up that much for me. But what do you guys think? How do you guys think the situation is going to wrap up? Do you guys agree with kind of what Jackie's saying? I feel like both people have valid opinions, feelings, and arguments on the topic, and stances on the topic. There's just both on both parties, things being mismanaged a little bit poorly. Honestly though, saying that, she's like, reacting to a think piece with a think piece is like disingenuous. That is what I talked about earlier, where I'm saying that, so Jackie has no space to ever speak because she's just a big influencer. Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I don't like that argument, because I don't care how big the platform is. That's kind of the consequence of speaking about big creators, is the potential of them making a video about you in the same method that you did. So it's kind of like, I don't like that, but we'll see what happens. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me go ahead and wrap up this trending takes. And so I want you guys to leave your comments down below on your take on the situation, how you feel about it. Just any comments and opinions that you have. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more, because I definitely want to get this series on and popping, because I'm always like very timely to all these trending takes, and I never speak about it. I mean, I speak about it a little bit on one of my TikTok accounts, which I'll link below. But yeah, I hope I'll see you guys in the next video, and have a beautiful day.